The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles, and the freeways of LA, all painting the picture just where we are tonight. Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for DeMar. Hey, Dave.
Hey, good evening, Kevin. The Kings are trying to snap their long playoff drought.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Richaun Holmes out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Fox in at point. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Lowry out there with DeRozan. And it's Drummond in at the center position. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Now, here's DeRozan. Clock at 6. Tries again. Trying to get open is Davis. And DeRozan finishing inside. DeRozan's got the first points of the night for the Lakers. Fox against Lowry. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Puts up a 3, and it's Kyle Lowry with the 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Lowry against Fox.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Inside, Davis. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
Pass to Fox. Launches it. Connects from three-point range. Fox has got 5 now.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4 men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Barnes kicks to Fox. There's the pass to Holmes. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hield. Offensive rebound. Barnes outside. And another 3 for Sacramento.
When Barnes has space to fire from deep, you usually just assume it's going in. Very dangerous from outside.
Here's LeBron. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Now here's Barnes. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Holmes with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Hield with the bucket.
And that is what Hield does. This guy is a gunner. Loves pulling the trigger from deep.
Hield against James. Molina. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Lakers shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And that one falls for Davis.
The future is bright for Anthony Davis. Not only is he a scorer, he's efficient, he's effective, and he's passionate about the game.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. trailing by 2. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
You know what? That's unfair to the bench to expect them to pick up all of the slack. They need to stay away from slapping and reaching.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Up top, Fox. Now recovering. They get it back.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And it's in there. James has got his second basket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Fox. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Denver.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
Here's Bagley. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. James looking around. And James throws it down hard.
Respect. LeBron showing the artistry that other players could only dream of.
The Kings come into this one following a loss to the Nuggets. Fox against James. Fox kicks to Barnes. Oh, healed in position. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. And the rejection by Holmes. Healed against DeRozan. Another shot. That one goes in. Davis has got 8.
I love this from Anthony Davis. His shot is so fluid. Great mechanics off the catch. Such a well-coordinated athlete.
Here's Fox following the basket by Anthony Davis. Passes to Hield. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. The kick out to Fox. Nobody near Barnes. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Lakers leading by 8. Back to DeRozan. Lowry from outside. Barnes against DeRozan. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Hield with the bucket.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
James finds Davis. Over Bagley. No good on the fadeaway.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
When you can get your points at the rim.
Especially at the start, you want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell-Pope out there with Lowry, and it's Harrell in at the 5 spot. It's good.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Lakers leading by 4.
Last season, Damian Jones getting ample chances to show what he could do. Not a huge quantity guy, but boy, he made the most of his touches.
You know, Damian Jones, he makes about 2/3 of his shots for his career. He knows what it's about, and that's finishing at the rim. A bit of an old school center in that regard. He lives at the rim on both ends.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Right against Lowry. And the rejection by Harrell. And James gets it to go. And it's an 8-point Laker lead.
The indestructible one, LeBron brushing off contact for the easy deuce.
Now, here's Halliburton. Not a lot of room. And Halliburton Halliburton slams it in.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here is Davis, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Kyle has a way of getting into a defender and drawing a foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Here's Halliburton, following the basket by LeBron James. Halliburton passes to Jones. It's right on the wing. Bucket is good. Wright's got his first bucket of the night. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
Here's Halliburton, following the basket by LeBron James. Right outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on LeBron James.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And so Wright nails both of them. Lakers leading by 8. Outside Lowry. Caldwell Pope on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
That's what you get from a veteran playmaker. If you get open, Lowry will find you.
Pass to Jones. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Poked away. Here's Wright. Jones, no luck. Lakers have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Davis against LeBron. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
LeBron is having himself a game. Staying aggressive, playing with a lot of force.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. They're moving
The complexion of a game certainly did in that one.
Especially on the road. Each miss fired up that crowd even more.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Andre Drummond comes in for Harrell, and it's DeRozan in for Caldwell Pope. And then for Sacramento, Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Damian Jones. Reese Harkless comes in for Terrence Davis. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Wright.
The perfect set of skills to flourish in transition. DeRozan's got it all.
Here's Fox, pass to Holmes. Count it.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Lakers leading by 13. James finds Davis. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Lowry for 3. Drops in the tray. Lowry's got 8.
A threat from anywhere on the floor. Lowry does it with skill, and he does it with toughness.
For 3. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
James, no good. The Kings trail by 16. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Harkless. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Drummond. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 43 seconds left to play in the first half. And it's Fox with the jam.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
Lowry from outside, but they'll get another chance. The wide open look here for DeRozan. There's 21 seconds left now here in the second. 5 to shoot. They shoot again. The offensive rebound. Oh, what a play!
Watch it! I love AD's ability to track the ball off the miss. He got it and scored.
Shoots. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Barnes and Bagley the duo with the forward. And it's Holmes in at the center.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
James kicks to Davis. Lowry passes to Davis. And they double up Davis. Here's Drummond. Trying to get open is Davis. And there's Drummond. That's good on the assist by Davis.
Taking a hit, completing the play. Drummond with the excellent body control there.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Fox against Lowry. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Feeds it to James. And the dunk by LeBron.
How do you stop that? LeBron with too much lift and too much power.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Kings. A 12-point game.
In one area, I don't think DeRozan gets enough credit. Shot creation. If this guy wants to get a decent look, he is more often than not going to get it.
Greg, the reason why he has a great combination of speed and strength. DeMar DeRozan is comfortable pulling up on a drive or going all the way to the rack. You don't put up the numbers DeRozan has in his career without being elite at shot creation.
Holmes can't get it to go in. Lakers leading by 14. Down low, Davis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Marvin Bagley picks one up. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Harrell, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Caldwell Pope in for DeMar DeRozan.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
Hield from outside. A rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's James for 3. Caldwell Pope. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Credit the vision of LeBron. Leave even one guy open, he'll find him.
The Kings trail by 17. Outside, Fox. LeBron against Barnes. Holmes can't get it to go in.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
James dishes to Caldwell Pope. And finishes Dished off by LeBron.
Powerful high flyer. LeBron attacks the rim like no one else.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That'll be his second foul of the game. Well, we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, smartphone, or your computer. You know, Steve, one thing you admire about LeBron, how he shapes a possession for his team. He'll create situations where he gets a mismatch or helps his teammate find one.
You know, Kevin, LeBron will use his high screens to just kind of shuffle defenders, make them think. Once he sees an opportunity, he'll pounce all over it. You can see him do this the most at the end of close games.
And stolen by James. Now the Lakers on the break over Bagley. Los Angeles with another miss. The Kings trail by 17. Fox finds Hield. Trying to get open is Davis. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. And there's the feed to Caldwell Pope. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points in the quarter. For Sacramento, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Here's Hield. Sacramento again missing.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Horton Tucker, the pass to LeBron. Six to shoot. Caldwell Pope outside. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist in this one. Sacramento's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Outside, Bagley. He dishes it to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
James against Wright. Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
James against Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick and roll play, figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner.
And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been out.
These are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Caldwell Pope out there with DeRozan. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Here's DeRozan. Drummond trying to get himself free. DeRozan's shot is good.
That kind of shot is something that DeRozan has worked hard on to make consistent.
Right, the pass to Medu. He kicks to Fox. Outside, Bagley. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree.
What a great shot. This is why Harrell shoots over 60% for his career.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And he jams it with authority.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Fox. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Halliburton comes in for DeLon Wright.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
And it's Lowry penetrating, and the shot goes in.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
The Kings trailed by 19. Fox with it. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Kings have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. They get it back. Bagley, no good. Lakers leading by 19 points. On its way from DeRozan for 2. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Well, you have to respect the drive from DeRozan, so he usually has enough space to knock down the jump shot.
Davis, the pass to Holmes. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. And Holmes throws it down.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
And here's James outside. No can do. Misses for the 6th time in 15 shots from the floor. Fox against Drummond. Fox looking it over. The pass to Holmes. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
To the middle and finished off by Davis.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Bagley, good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 6 assists here tonight.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
James outside, and they double up LeBron. Drummond dishes to DeRozan. And that one's good by Davis. And the Lakers lead by 20.
I can feel the confidence of Anthony Davis. He feels like no one can stop him right now.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
Kevin, we'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
That's a
tournament
tough one, isn't it?
for the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We've watched some epic battles that they've played, and tonight will mark their 64th win in the year. Something else.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4-0.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
And the first one at the line is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. On the wing, James. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Terrible shot selection, but you got to appreciate his confidence.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go court.